Hey guys, it's Lindsay with Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I will be sharing a family guide to biblical holidays, and this is going to just help you out as a family if you want to celebrate the biblical holidays, any of the Jewish feasts and festivals. This is a book that you will really enjoy. I will link the Amazon link down below. I'm pretty sure it's like, I can't even remember, maybe $25 to $35. This was made in the 1990s. My mom started homeschooling me in the late 1990s, and she got this when she was at a homeschool convention, and she 3-ring binded it, and here I go. I'm going to share it with you guys because I know some of you guys were interested in it when I shared my first grade curriculum. I will be trying to incorporate this a little bit throughout the year because we do observe a lot of the biblical feast. So this is just a really good resource for any family, whether you homeschool or not, just to have in your home if you want to learn more about the holidays. We'll get an introductory of what the book is all about, how it's organized, how they use the book, and the special explanations and all the symbols that they use throughout it. Section 1, they'll be talking about God's holidays, and Section 2, they do the crafts and the activities. And then in Section 3, they do the spring holidays and the overview of the holidays. You'll be learning about Passover and the first of unleavened bread, the Feast of First Fruits, and the Feast of Weeks, Shavuot. And then Section 4, they'll be talking about all of the fall holidays, which is a lot of fall holidays. They have Rosh Hashanah. They usually start in October, September, and then they do the Day of Atonement, which is Yom Kippur, and then the Feast of Tabernacles, which is Sukkot. And then in Section 5, they're going to talk about the post-Mosaic holidays, which is Hanukkah and Purim. Section 6, they're talking about the seventh-day holiday, which is the Shabbat, and they talk about the significance of it. They do games, they do suggestions for celebrating it, and what it means in the Bible times and how they explain it there. They've done lots of research on this book, and they have lots of resources and books that they actually studied and they really researched before making this book. So the two ladies that wrote this book did a great job. Section 7, they talk about the holidays across the curriculum, and they do a lot of the unit studies, which is very important for you homeschoolers out there. They do a Passover unit study, talking about lamb. They do unleavened bread unit study, first fruits unit study, law unit study, trumpets, praise and worship unit study, the Day of Atonement, Tabernacles, Hanukkah, and Purim. So the introductory, like I said, it talks all about it and how to use the book. And if I had tabs in here, it would be a little bit better, but my mom didn't do tabs. All right, so Section 1 is the God's holidays, and it explains a lot. A quick overview of the biblical holidays. They chart it out. They give you the messianic significance, the festivals, the purpose, and everything. So a lot of history, a lot of the Hebrew roots, God-appointed times. Let me flip it around. Talking about the Hebrew months, the American month, the season it's in, the feast, the weather that's going on in the Holy Land, which is Israel, and the agriculture. Section 2, they do a lot of activities and crafts, and it's just kind of like an old-time Pinterest, and they give you a lot of cool recipes and a lot of cool crafts and things that you can do for all of the holidays for your kids. Now, I would say some of the activities are for older kids in elementary school, probably like 2nd to 3rd grade and above, all the way to high school. Section 3 is the spring holidays, and it gives you the overview. Again, they do the charts, and it goes over in detail the days, the times, the events, and where you can find it in the New Testament and the significance of it. So Passover, they explain a lot. They also do suggestions for Passover, celebrating it, and the Seder. They also give you the Passover Hagaddah in here, so you can actually cut it out and just fold it and make your own pamphlet or make copies of it. So if your family wants to do a Passover, or if your congregation wants to do it, whatever you want to do, you can have your own Passover. They give you recipes and a couple activities. So they do a lot of things for that. Then they'll talk about the first fruits and more crafts. Let me share this. If I had tabs, it would be easier to show you guys. I guess I should have tabbed it before. They have Feast of Trumpets, Rosh Hashanah, and they explain the purpose of the Feast of Trumpets, the Bible times, the Jewish customs of today, the 10 reasons why they blow the shofar, which is called the ram's horn. They talk about the dinner, significance of the apples and honeys, and how the Jewish people celebrate it to this day. All right, so they do activities as well. So they do all of the fall holidays, and then I'm going to go into the post-Mosaic holidays for you guys. They do the tabernacle holidays, the Day of Atonement. They do Hanukkah and Purim. And if you want to celebrate Hanukkah with your family, it is really cool because it gives you all of the explanations in the Bible, all the history, and why people do it, and the miracle, and they talk about just everything about it. And they reference everything for you guys, and they have all the books that they talk about in here, and then they have some activities and recipes to make a lot of fun things for your kids. And then they also include the feast, Purim, and the same thing as well. Then they talk about the Sabbath and celebrating Shabbat. Alright, so this is the section that I really wanted to share with the homeschoolers. This is the holidays across the curriculum, introducing the unit studies. You could have a unit study for spring, fall, post-Mosaic, and all of the resources and the books that they are talking about are all in here. Now, I did look up some of the books, and some of them are not sold, but a lot of them you can get from your library. They also say that you can do this in a co-op together and meet once a month or once a week, and it goes over like from things from art work to research papers to writing samples to songs, journal entries. They do a lot of they can do book reviews or giving examples for co-ops, and then they have a lot of planning out the themes throughout the year. If you want to do unit studies per holiday, or if you want to do it once a week, they just have it all laid out for you. This one is the Passover lamb unit study, so I'll go over this one unit study so you can see what it gives you as far as the unit study. It talks about things you can discuss and compare and read, the field trips you can go on, classify, research, study, and write a report about life science or biology. There's animal agriculture study here, chart statistics. They talk about the sheep industry. It's really like a in-detailed unit study all written out for you. And they talk about the history for the world history, American history, geography, explore a state, compare and chart ecosystems, language arts, research, book and stories, creative writing, vocabulary, and then all on this section here, they give you guys the titles and the author and the description of the book and who publishes it. So it's very well thought out. And here is the unleavened bread unit study. So you guys get the gist of it. It is very well thought out. It gives you lots of resources, lots of questions and discussion, things to have for your kids to do. And then in the back here, it shows you like all of the books that were the resources that they've read to understand this biblical holidays and where they're coming from and where they got all of their information, and of course the Bible. So this is a really good resource for you guys that just kind of want to know a little bit more about your Hebrew roots, and it's very biblically based. And if you guys have any questions for me, I don't have all the answers, but if you have any questions, send me a private message and I'll try to help you guys out, or comment down below. And then, I mean, someone might know more about this than I do, but I just wanted to do like a brief overview. And this is something that's been in my family, like I said, forever. I've kept it since I've been married, hoping that one day I would teach my kids and do more crafts and activities with them. And little did I know I would be homeschooling them. So now this is just a really good resource that our family will use. Sometimes I even look back at this, and my husband looks back at it just to remind ourselves what this means. Sometimes you do these biblical holidays or feasts and you forget about the meaning of it and actually the actual history of it. So this is definitely something that's good for a mom or a dad to even have just for your own reference. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching Mama Shmoo's Homeschool Reviews. And if you like videos like these, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.